I'm back for my Tuesday back workout, back in biceps, and the second day of my challenge, day 2 of 364, because I believe it's a leap year. I need to confirm that. I'm going by what my wife tells me. And today I'm gonna go and break my deadlift PR like I did last week and I believe the week before, and I'll make a quick video of where I am with my deadlift. And I will start with the first workout, which is the false grip pull-ups, where I'm trying to work on the explosiveness in the pull so I can get in the position to transition into the dip on the rings. And so I'll be back with the where I am with my deadlift for the challenge, and I'll put the rules down below so I don't keep talking about it every video. And then I'll do my false grip pull-ups, all for one set. So this is the heavy app that I use to keep track of all my workouts. I started working out. I did a couple deadlifts in March, but I would consider that I started really working out in July, so July 5th. So my PR back then was 210. So 1 rep max is how many times I can lift it for one. So I was able to do 210.84 for one. And that's calculated from my workout, which my workout was, I was doing 3 sets in 2022, I think until January of 2023. And so I was able to do, max here was 175 for 7 reps, as you can see on the bottom. And then now, so over here I was cutting, and these are all newbie gains. And then I was cutting, and I kept cutting. And I think here I was doing 1 set to failure, but with drop sets. Yeah, so I was doing 2 drop sets here and cutting still. So I was losing weight and cutting, and see it stayed pretty straight. And then I started bulking in March again, and you see me going up, and this is where I'm doing. I was doing, you can see the max I did was 280 for 5 reps, and I was doing 4 drop sets. And then I found out that 4 drop sets is way too much, and I realized that my progress was getting static. It wasn't really increasing, just slightly. And so after my last cut, which was until I believe around here, October, I switched over to 1 set to failure with 1 drop set. And you can see that here. So I did 255 for 6. So I dropped the weights, but I tried to increase the volume. On this one, it doesn't seem like I was increasing the volume, but on the next ones, I probably was around here. I tried to fill between 8 and 10 reps. So here still I wasn't doing that. Well, actually here I was still doing 2 drop sets. Interesting. Oh no, sorry. I went into the wrong. Or was I here? No, here I was doing 1 drop set, and you see, and bulking. Then you see I hit 250 for 9. I got a volume record. But as you can see, long story short, that the increase in my deadlift increased tremendously on a higher angle than it did here. Very similar. The increase in my deadlift with one set to failure with 1 drop set is very similar to my newbie gains that I got back here. So I'm going to keep doing that. And it looks like the last 3 weeks, I was able to improve on my last peaks lift. And today I should beat both of these marks. And then here you can see the heaviest weight that I lifted. You can see here is where I switched to 1 set to failure with 1 drop set. So I dropped the weight and did higher volume on the actual set. So failing between 8 and 10. And then you can see my volume. My volume increased here on the set. Volume increased on the rep, but on the session it decreased. So my volume is similar to what I did in November. And according to this, looks like the 3,000 pound volume is my sweet spot, because you can see that's where I increased the most, is when I was in that range of 3,000 pounds. And so it's very important to keep track of all your lifts. And today I weigh 117 pounds. I believe I'm holding a lot of water from all the food with high sodium I've been eating the last 2 days. So I'm at 117, and this is all my progress. I don't have the data going all the way back to when I started, because I was using a different app. I might put it in later just to have it all on this app, but I have it on a different app. And you see I was around 220 when I started cutting, when I first started working out. The heaviest I ever got was 230. And then now you can see that I'm getting back up there, but my body composition is completely different. You can see in the video with my my before and after from last year to this year, or from 2022 to 2023. And sorry for that long rambling on. I will move on to the first workout. I'm back with the first workout, false screw pull-ups, and I do these so that I can get a more explosive pull-up into the transition for the dip, like I mentioned in the intro. And I used to do 3 sets, and that was just to build up the calluses on my wrists, so my wrists would get used to the false grip. And now that they're used to it and they stop bleeding, I'm going to just do 1 set like I do all my other exercises. So I'll do 1 set, do as many as I can, and then I'll move to the next exercise. And chalk up my hand like always, first thing I do, especially the wrist where the ring is going to sit. And a big part of this exercise is your grip, because if you lose your grip, then you have to reset. So that's why a big part of my workouts are working on the grip. False grip, hands over the top, the pressure on the bottom of the hand and the wrist. So 5's all I got. I weigh 217. So the heavier I get, the less I should do. I believe last week I did 6, but I also believe I was 5 or 6 pounds lighter, so that all makes sense. And I'm now all warmed up for my deadlift, and I'll be back with that. I moved on to the roof, up to the roof, and I double checked. Last week I only did 5 reps too, but I weighed about 5 pounds less. So doing 5 reps this week is an improvement. As my body weight goes up, I get stronger, but I'm also lifting more weight. So on the body weight exercises, sometimes they'll stay the same or go down, especially with the pull-ups and the chin-ups. I seem to have a harder time increasing those because I weigh 217 right now. And last week I did 285 pounds on the deadlift for 9 reps. So whenever I hit 9 or 10, I'll increase the weight by 5 or 10 pounds. So this week I'll do 290 for 8 to 10 reps. And this is one of the lifts that's part of the challenge. If you're too lazy to go watch the other videos for my other lifts, this one, just go in the comments and write down when you think I'll hit the 315 deadlift for 8 reps, which is only 20 pounds from what I'm doing today. And Jamie wants me to put on his clothes, so I'll be back with the lifts in a quick second. Okay, Jamie's dressed, and I'm gonna do my lift. So it's 290, and my goal is 8 or 9, maybe even 10. 8, like I said. That's an increase from last week. I'll drop 10 pounds. Try to do one more. About 20 pounds. No, that was my max. One set to failure, and that should increase my 1 rep max by a little bit. And I'll be back with the next one. And make your guess down below. Comment when I'm gonna hit 315 for 8. Win $100. The next exercise is the bent over row. Last week I did 185 for 9, but with the bent over row, I'm not getting full range of motion on my reps. So what I'm gonna do is leave it at 189 or 185 until I can do probably 10, because my last couple reps are partials. And to me, I want to keep going till I can't even do a partial. Can't even bend my elbows and then hold it for 10 seconds. So this one's a little bit different than the other ones. I always use an underhand grip. It works the biceps a little bit more. So I got 10 there. So I'll move that up by 5 pounds next week. And now I'm gonna take off 10 on each side, 20 total, and do another set to failure. And then try and hold that last rep for 10 seconds. Not hold, but pull. Go again. If you do that every week, every day, all of failure, you see crazy results. My eyes are burning, so I'll see you on the next one. Next exercise is the cable row. Last week I did 185 for 9, so I'm going to increase it by 5 pounds. So this week I'm doing 190, and that should get 8 or 9, because every week I'm stronger. So I got 9, just like last week, but with extra 5 pounds on there. I'll take off 10 on each side, 20 in total, and go again to failure. I'm a lot stronger than last week, and that's just because I'm doing one set to failure and letting my muscles recover. There's no point of doing more than one set. Prove me wrong. On to the next one. I'm back with the last workout, the chin-ups. How do you know those chin-ups?
On the computer?
That's my son, Noah. Yeah, last week I did 6. I wrote down 6, but I got 6.5. The week before that I got 6. Today I weigh, I think, 5 pounds more than I did last week. Like a 6.5, but I think I'll still be able to get that 7th one in. And then I'll use the 35 band, as I call it, to do a drop set and just go more to failure. Nice and slow up and down, and controlled. No, 6 is all I can get. I'm too fat and heavy to do that. 35-pound band. Still an improvement because I did 6 with 5 pounds extra. So I got 6 with weighing 5 extra pounds, and always hold that last rep or pull for 10 seconds. Even though you're not lifting yourself, it's still putting a stress on the muscle and damaging it that much more, going more into failure. And that's it. I do one set on each exercise, and I do in the way that I do it so that I hit the back from every direction, starting with the deadlift, pulling down up, and then the bent over row, it's a little bit more diagonal towards the body, and then the row is perpendicular, and then the pull up or the chin up is pulling up and down, so hitting the back from all the angles, and just one set. So these are ideal workouts for busy fathers and other busy individuals. I'll be back tomorrow with my shoulder workout.